Hello, guys! Happy Valentine's Day and surprise! I wanted to surprise you guys with some love readings this month. And I have Venus here. Venus is in Pisces. This is the little Venus planet. I'm sure she's a lot bigger than that, but this is Venus. This is the Venus planet, and she is the goddess of love and attraction. And since she's in Pisces, I just wanted to utilize my creative energy, and I thought, why not? Why not incorporate some love readings for people? For all 12 zodiac signs, I'm going to be taking a look at our love life. I'm not sure how long these videos are going to be, but I wanted to just give you guys a little treat, a little extra video, to send out the Venus and Pisces love and to get the love spreading collectively. So I have this Venus here to help with that. And, guys, it's getting closer and closer to Pisces season, and I'm really utilizing and tapping into these collective energies. So I wanted to surprise you. I actually made my own tarot cards that I'm going to be using. I'm going to just pull a card from each tarot deck that I have because I cannot choose which one to use. So I have two regular tarot cards, two Rider-Waite tarot card decks, a deck that I haven't shown you guys yet. And then I have two oracle card decks, Wisdom of the Night and Indigo Child. So I will pull, I guess that'll be about, let's see, that'll be a total of like 5 cards, but who knows what could happen. But these I'm extra excited to show you. I made my own tarot cards, so I'm going to be pulling cards from this. I made 14 of them because, Valentine's Day is on the 14th. So I have 7 positive cards. And just to keep things balanced and fair, because some of us might be going through some hard times when it comes to love, I have 7 more negative cards. So I guess in my intro video here, I'll show them to you guys and we'll see what comes up for you individually. But we have the happiness card here. There is happiness and harmonious energy entering your love life. And I don't know, guys, I just literally wanted to make these. I just love them so much. And if you guys like these, if I get good feedback on these, then I might use these, monthly. I might keep these as a deck that I use. So I have self-love. Self-love. It is important that you take the time to heal before entering your next relationship. I have attraction. There is a magnetic attraction to taking place in your relationship. I have arguments. Communication errors take a toll on your relationship. I have friendship. Get to know each other before taking the relationship to the next level. I just think these are so cute. I made them last night. I'm just feeling so creative. I have passion. The flames of passion ignite and warm your relationship. And I'm like really excited to see how these are going to play in with my other tarot cards. Because there's always a message. Everything happens for a reason. I have heartbreak. You or a loved one is experiencing heartbreak in a relationship. I have deep conversation. There's a deep conversation that needs to take place between you and a loved one. I have secrets. Secrets play a factor in your love life. I have rekindled flame. This is a candle. You can't really see it, but a flame has been relit in your love life with someone from the past. And I have separation. You and a loved one are experiencing time apart from each other. I have twin flame soulmate. You and this person have met before in a different life. And I have third party situation. There is a third component to the relationship. And I have forgiveness. Forgiveness is needed in your relationship now and will heal your heart. So I made these out of flashcards and I just think they're so cute and they're pretty easy to shuffle. So, it works the same way. I've actually given myself a couple readings from this, but these are my love cards for you guys. Woo! Deep conversation. So yes, I will be bringing these out in my readings. And I just want to tap into that Venus energy, guys. I just wanted to do something a little special for you. And like always, I have an intro video kind of preparing you for what the reading's going to be about. But it's real light energy. I'm just going to be, giving each sign a little bit of a reading. Now, every card that comes out, I'm going to have a conversation with Spirit. Make sure that it's for love. So if the Tower card came out, it would be I would relate it to a relationship. I don't usually do that. I don't usually give love readings, but this time for Valentine's Day, I wanted to do that. Now, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but you know, I love a good theme. And you know, I like to keep it cool and things like that. And this is just an idea that I came up with, guys, and I hope that, you know, you like it and that we get some good messages here. So I'm giving you all my love on this Valentine's Day with Venus and Pisces. Definitely tapping into that to send out all the emotional love and healing for anyone who is willing to receive it. So I'm really excited to give you guys these readings today, and I'm excited to see what's going on in our love lives. Some of you might not be that excited. You know, I'm not all the way excited, but, you know, I'm always accepting of a reading from Spirit. So me and Venus are here to talk to you about your love life, and I'm really excited to see what comes up, guys. So I hope you enjoy your readings, and I'm sending you all the love. Bye, guys. See you in your video. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your love reading for February. Me and Venus are sitting down today to take a deeper look at your love life, if that's okay. So we're going to sit Venus over here and get started on your reading. I'm actually really excited to do your reading, Virgo, not only because you're my opposite sign and you're my 7th house, but also because Venus is in your 7th house. Venus is in Pisces. And that is adding love and attraction to your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So something to keep in mind while we're shuffling the cards and watching this reading. So Spirit, this is for Virgo. For love only, please. Love only messages for Virgo in the month of February 2018. What do we have for Virgo in love? Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles showing up, and the High Priestess was hidden right underneath that. So bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles, and we had the Ace of Pentacles trying to sneak out. So a lot of finances left out in the cold, but let's keep going so we have the whole picture. So this is my new tarot deck here. Let's get a love message for Virgo, please. Love only messages for Virgo for February 2018. Please, Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Okay. So we have the Tower, the World, and the 5 of Wands. And underneath that, wow, we have the 5 of Pentacles again in a different deck. So you guys are definitely feeling a bit left out in the cold for February and in your relationships. So, and I am most certain that this is the Tower. It's the Tower. And we also have the World. So just pardon me, no, not yet. I am going to have to look up a few things real quickly here, Virgo, just so that I make sure all the details are right with you guys, because you guys are very detail oriented. And I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure that that's the World and the Tower. But that deck is so new that I just want to make sure. So let's get a card for Virgo. This is more of the hidden energy going on in your relationships. This is a secret being revealed to you in February. So let's get a message for Virgo for February 2018, please. Ooh, not that many. We did have deceit come out, so there's some sort of deceit going on in the relationships too. A lot of jumping energy. So let's just get one card, please, Spirit. So we have a reminder of Spirit, which is really beautiful, Virgo. And we have hope, and now we have deceit at the bottom of the deck. So, okay, there is some hidden deceit going on in the relationship sector, Virgo, that you might want to take note of. Okay, so let's get one more card. Well, actually 2 more cards, but one card from this deck, please, Spirit, for Virgo's relationship, love life in February 2018, please. Let's get a relationship message for Virgo. Okay, we have friendship coming out. So that's very interesting. And at the end, at the bottom of the deck, we have freedom. So, wow, that's pretty intense, Virgo. I need to ground myself. I can't believe I was not grounded during your reading. So let's get these are the cards that I made. Let's get you a message from my cards. This is for Virgo energy, please. Is there a card for Virgo in here for their love life in February 2018, please? One card for Virgo, February 2018. Passion. Okay. Well, oh, passion and attraction. Woo, I didn't even see that second card there. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness, just like we did for Leo. So I'm going to take this moment here just to briefly look up. Here's my box for them. This is the Goddess deck. So there's a lot of female energy. So I need to look up. I know that's the Five of Wands. And I do believe this is the Tower and the World. So let's see if this is the Tower for real here. I'm pretty sure it is. Just one second here, Virgo. I'm so sorry, but this deck is rather new to me. The Tower, XVI. Yes, that is the Tower. So let's see if this is the World then. I'm going to be so mad if this was, and I'm just second guessing myself. Let's stop running from love, running from love. Let's stop, my baby. Oh my. Okay, I'm trying to find the World here. Oh my. And I am not finding it yet. I'm pretty sure that is the World though. Let's just... Let's stop running from love, running from love. Baby. Well, that definitely was the Star. So we were right about that, but now we just need to make sure that this is the World. And I'm literally having a little bit of a hard time finding this. So are you feeling that way, Virgo? Are you feeling a little lost in your world? Because the world is literally lost for me right now, and I just feel that might be metaphorical for you guys. Like I literally can't find my place in the world or something. I'm going to just go ahead and assume that this is the World card. Literally, like that is so weird that I can't find that. I've literally looked and looked and looked, but I don't see it. So is that meaning anything to you guys? Is there like a hidden meaning with that? What? Literally cannot find that, and I have no idea what the deeper meaning is there, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. But I literally cannot find the World. I might have to double check it when I'm done, but that's not going to help anybody. Pretty sure this is the World card though. I just want the detail to be straight. That is so strange to me. I think there's something to do with that. There has to be something there with that, Virgo. There has to be a reason. Now watch me. As soon as I'm done with this reading, I'm probably going to find exactly what this is. But I'm pretty sure this is the World. And if it's not, it is. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm literally 99% sure. And if it's not, then it is in this reading. Because everything happens for a reason, right? So let's get with your reading. Sorry about that little delay in the beginning. I really hope you guys are sticking with me here. So let's kick it. So the reading is starting off, Virgo, with the Five of Pentacles. Now we have the Five of Pentacles twice, and this is very heavy at the beginning of February. And I really hope and pray that most of you have felt this way and are no longer feeling this way at the end of February. But I do feel, and this has everything to do with love, so you guys are working really hard in your relationships. I see you're even working hard on yourself, okay? But you want to make sure that as you're working hard on yourself, that you're also, you know, resting, because we have a very hard working card, and then we have a relax and meditation card. So make sure you're getting the rest that you need. And we do have the Sagittarius card here. And beneath that, we have the Seven of Cups. So emotionally, you could be feeling pretty confused, and there's a need to ground your emotion in February. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But you really want to balance out the emotion that you're feeling in February in your relationships, Virgo, coming up very strongly for you. And I see here, like literally, when this card came out, it came out like this. And I had no idea that the High Priestess was hiding behind it. So what that lets me know is that there's a very secret feeling of Virgo feeling left out in the cold in their relationships. For some of you, you're feeling left out in the cold with finances, like you're the only one making money in your relationship, like you're the only one putting in an effort to really, you know, work hard on the finances, and it's like you are working so hard that you literally just are searching for a moment to relax. Like you're not getting enough sleep, you're really burnt out, but you know, you are a very hardworking sign, Virgo, and you want to make sure you're balancing out that working and relaxation. You know, you want to be relaxing as much as you're working. And I know you guys are laughing at me because that's not possible for you guys, but the cards are telling me this. Now, there is a sense of being spiritually left alone, and it makes me so sad to see this, but I know that it's true. You guys are feeling very emotionally alone. You're feeling very financially alone. This is water and pentacles, so there's a need to ground your emotions, especially those secret emotions that you feel, Virgo. And I know you know what I mean. So, you know, you guys are feeling really left out in the cold. You're feeling very, very, there's a spiritual aloneness with Virgo right now. And there's an emotional aloneness too. And there's a woundedness. Like, these people are very wounded. They've been through hell and back. You know, this is very cold, and they're basically going to a church because they have nowhere else to go. So, you know how I couldn't find the world in that book? Well, you guys might be searching for your place in February. I'm sensing a lot of sadness with Virgo, and I'm sensing a lot of aloneness. You know, the High Priestess is alone too. She's alone in the entire universe. No one knows where the High Priestess is because she is all things and nothing. She's light, dark, and nothing. Everything and nothing at the same time. So that kind of has a lonely feel to it. But she has made peace with her loneliness in a spiritual way. She's made peace with her loneliness in an emotional way. So, you know, the High Priestess shows itself to you because this is a secret feeling for Virgo. No one knows that Virgo is feeling this way, but Virgo is feeling very alone. And you know, this is you guys. You guys are trying to be your earthy selves. This is the Pentacles, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is like a water energy, like Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, and sometimes even Taurus. But I don't see any of that. I'm seeing spiritual aloneness with your light and dark. Like there's a light left out in the cold. Now it's interesting because you're not alone. You're with someone else, but there's distance between you guys, and I'm not sure what's going on here, but you're both pretty wounded spiritually. And you know, sometimes this is the twin flame card, okay, but this is like a twin flame energy that has been through hell and back spiritually with the light and dark. Okay, so we're starting the reading off with this very alone feeling, and I know it's true because we have repeating cards. We have the Five of Pentacles over here. So we have the Tower, and we have the World, and we have the Five of Wands. Now, Virgo, this is very interesting because the Tower is falling down in February, but it's also because of a completion. You know, so something is falling apart. This is when the universe literally steps in. You know, I know you guys know what the Tower card looks like in the other deck, right? It's like this tower, and it's falling down, but this card shows what happens after the tower falls down. Like you are down and out, you know, like look at you, your hand is in this water, you know, so you're just alone with your emotions, Virgo. I hope you guys can see that card there, that this woman has literally like crawled her way to this water, and her hand is just barely touching this. It's kind of hard to ignore your emotion when you literally feel alone, isn't it, Virgo? When you're overwhelmed by emotion, like there's rain. There's a lot of rain in this card. Like, so you guys are feeling left out in the cold. This is another left out in the cold. Like, if you guys could show anybody how you really felt, then you would just show the most. I feel like if Virgo was a scenery right now in February in their love life, there would be rain, there would be cold and snow and wounded people and spiritual aloneness. Like, but you have this animal here. I'm not sure what this little animal is here for you guys, but it's telling me that you're never alone in nature. There might be a certain child or a certain baby or an animal that is helping you this month with feeling alone, but that's a really cute little animal down there, and it's like the only soft element I feel with this energy. But you guys are literally beat down emotionally. That's what this card means. The Tower has fell. Like some of you are brokenhearted, like someone left you, or you left someone, but you are feeling left out in the cold spiritually. And that's what this is like reiterated in this card. Now, it's okay though, because then we have the World. And the World card talks about completions and new beginnings. Now, you're completely submerged in the water here. But, you know, this is when you finally pick yourself up and start balancing things out and accepting this completion. So you can either choose to feel beat down about this completion, or you can use this completion as a way to kind of, you know, spark that passion back in yourself and in your relationship. I don't know if you guys are single or becoming single in February or leaving someone in February, but there's a incredibly lonely feeling. And, you know, this is coming up for the majority of you, but there's also this element of spirit. So your reading is very, very powerful, and it's like the universe is doing this to you. Even if you're in a relationship, the universe is going to mess with that relationship. This is the universe coming in and breaking something apart to show you something, Virgo. You guys are very grounded, so the only way to show you something is to pretty much force it on you, to force these emotions on you, because you're very smart and you can handle a lot, Virgo. So the Tower barely ever comes for Virgo because you guys are always dealing with the Tower, and you know, mentally you handle the Tower better than most people. So this is when you accept the light of these completions and these new beginnings, and it's like you're completely submerged in water here. Like, this is a very beautiful card, and it's like her head's in the clouds but her body is in the stars. Do you see that? Her head's in the clouds, but she's like up to her head in spirituality, you know. So this isn't water that she's in, it's the universe. See the stars there? She's like literally submerged in the stars. And she has this fireball in her hand. So this is basically, you know, some of you are really feeling down and out in February, but that energy kind of changes when you know, find your power again. When you release, there's something about the universe this month. And we have this energy coming out with the Five of Wands. So this is arguments, you know, this is energy going a lot of different ways in February. Take a closer look. We have all these different women, all these different, you know, nobody's hitting each other though. Nobody's hitting each other, but the energy is still feeling like a fight, you know. So you might be on the edge in February, like, am I going to get hit again? Like, is one of these wands going to hit me? You know, like, this is passionate energy, but it's starting to look a little bit like an argument. Like, there's only so long that we can keep this up before somebody's bumping into each other. You know, the thing about this card is that everybody's going a different way with their wand, and because of luck, they're not hitting each other. But it's only a matter of time, right, Virgo? It's only a matter of time before somebody collides again. And, you know, the Tower is falling down on this energy for you, because there's a completion happening in this relationship. There's a completion happening. There's a cycle that's been completed. And I see that this Tower falling down and this cycle being completed is actually a good thing for you this month, okay? It's the ending of feeling alone. And, you know, it's interesting that we have two Five of Pentacles. We have this Five of Pentacles here. This is being left out alone, and we see that Church, right? Spiritually being left out alone. And now we have the Five of Pentacles underneath this card. So when that happens, I know for sure that you guys are feeling very alone right now. To the point where, you know, it's interesting that there's a church in both of these pictures. Because what it's telling you is that this is happening so that you have no other choice but to go to God about this. You have no other choice but to go to Spirit and to the divine, because you're feeling so left out in the cold that you literally have to find sanctuary with Spirit. There's a spiritual loneliness, and you're an angel, Virgo. You guys are angels. So it's important that you are always connected with the universe. You know, people think that you guys are just, you know, earth signs and that you don't really care about spirit, but you guys are actually very secretly spiritual. Okay, the High Priestess is a secret coming out. This is hidden secrets, hidden knowledge. You know, the High Priestess is an all-knowing force. And Virgo, you guys are an all-knowing force as well. You just hide it with logic, but really you're just really smart all around, all together. Now, it's very interesting that underneath the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles, we have another spiritual reminder that came out. And it's literally a spiritual reminder, Virgo. So in February, you know, you're being asked to reach out spiritually in your relationships. Some of you are going through such hard times in your relationship that you literally have to meditate to get through it. You're literally going to have to pray. You're going to have to ask God and the angels in love and light to guide you through this. Now, this is the number 7. So 7 is symbolic for relationships and partnerships. Your 7th house is Pisces. So, you know, you guys are used to forming spiritual connections with other people because your 7th house is ruled by spiritual Pisces. You know, that is your 7th house. Now, you don't have to be with a Pisces, but it's important that your relationship has a spiritual element somewhere in there. You know, I'm not sure if many people know that about Virgo, but it's very important that they experience a spiritual element in their relationship. And this is a reminder not to forget that. It literally says don't forget, okay? So don't forget in the middle of all that work, because we have the 28 up there. And that's 8 plus 2, which is 10. And 10 is the house of career. And I see that you're really focused on your career as well, but that is a lot. That's like taking you away from home. You know, you come home and you're all tired, you know, and you don't have time to have these deep conversations. You don't have time to develop this spiritual connection. But that's why Temperance, Archangel Michael, is here to balance that out for you. Literally, Archangel Michael in Sagittarius, balancing that out. The rest that you need in your relationships. You're feeling, this is relationships. It doesn't even have to be career. In your relationship, you're just working way hard, and it's time for you to reap the reward of that. So it's time for you to remember the spirituality that you may have forgotten. Okay? Remember how spiritual this relationship is for you. Remember what you're, you know, you want to, the universe is reminding you of the spiritual element in this relationship, because it's not all physical. You know, there was a reason why you felt alone. Like, these 2 cards go hand in hand with this energy, like literally. There's the high priestess in the 5 of Pentacles, and then there's the high priestess of spirit. So these 2 cards together are literally the universe trying to tell Virgo that there is a hidden aspect of spirituality in your relationships, and you don't want to forget that. I know you feel left out in the cold spiritually, but there was a spiritual reason for that. And you're being reminded of that, okay? Literally, your relationships, spiritual relationships, form a spiritual relationship with the divine, with the universe, especially if your physical relationships aren't working out. So it's interesting though, because underneath that high priestess and that reminder, we have deceit, okay? And the deceit card is 11, 3 plus 8. So you want to be careful of any deceitful energies around you. And I'm feeling, Virgo, I'm feeling that this is literally demonic forces, and like energies that don't want you to be happy, energies that want to keep you in the cold and keep you away from this spirit, because there's something happening with Virgo. Probably that full moon coming up in March. March 2nd is a Virgo full moon, and there's going to be a lot brought to attention for you. You guys just went through a subconscious eclipse. Leo is your 12th house, so on the 31st, you guys went through an eclipse in your 12th house, cleaning out any dark energies in your subconscious. And then, you know, now in March, you're going to be having a full moon, even more so, completing certain things subconsciously with you. So, you know, you want to be careful of whatever this energy is for you, because there's a hidden element of deceit in your relationships, and this is someone who does not want you to be happy. This is an energy. This could be your own subconscious, or just an energy around you. Some of you, this might be a person, but I have faith that you're going to know who this is. And if you don't, then the high priestess of spirit and the high priestess is going to show you this deceit. You know, some of you might be being deceived in your relationships, and that needs to come to the forefront, you know, because Virgo is very psychic as well. So, you know, don't be deceived by a spiritual element. Don't be deceived. Don't forget about the deceit that has happened in the relationship either. Now, this card is the friendship card. Okay, so for some of you, your relationship has an element of a friendship in it. And, you know, I always say that it's better to be with someone who you have a friendship with than, you know, jump into a relationship with someone who you don't like. You know, you can love anybody, but do you like them? So it's about liking someone and loving them. And there's a lot of, you know, friendship. This is coming up underneath, you know, the Tower and the World and the 5 of Wands. So some of you may be breaking off a relationship this month in order to be friends. The universe is showing me that you're going to feel a better sense of freedom if you just allow this person to be your friend first. It doesn't matter if you have a spiritual connection. Some of you are literally friends with your lover. And that's a long-lasting relationship. That's pretty promising, Virgo. So, you know, you want to just stay focused on that energy. And for others of you, if you're dealing with a heartbreak, or if you're feeling left out in the cold because you're a single Virgo, then maybe it would help you to spend some time around your friends. But just make sure they're the right kind of friend, because you definitely don't want to be deceived. Now, Virgo, listen. We literally have love and deceit here. Okay, so don't be deceived by a certain love in your life, and do not allow your heart to be deceived. Because I literally picked up the deceit card and then love was on the bottom of that. And also, that is the 10. Okay, so we have 10 and 11 here. So I don't know if it's a Capricorn or Aquarius, or if you're just being deceived by your career. There might be someone that you work with that you're deceived, that there's some sort of deceit there in the career. I think for some of you, you're working really hard and you're not spending as much time at home. So that's kind of like a deceiving element there. But you want to be careful, because right underneath that, we have choices. Okay, so there's going to be certain choices in your relationships that come up, and you might deceive somebody with a certain choice or something like that. But love and deceit go hand in hand with you in February. And, you know, I don't know what that is about, but I think maybe it could be past deceiving energy. I don't know, but the universe is telling me that there's a friendship also. So just be careful hanging out with friends that aren't truly your friends, because some of your friends are actually foes. But since this is a love reading, Spirit is reminding you, Virgo, that there is a friendship involved in this relationship as well. And that is long. You need to focus more on the friendship, because I think the friendship hasn't been focused on in a very long time. So you and this person kind of lost that connection, even though you started out as great friends. The laughter and the hanging out. It's really great to be in a relationship with someone who's your friend, you know. And for others of you, you know, it's important that you develop this friendship in your relationship, because that's going to really help you spiritually connect, you know. And what's validating that is freedom. So friendship and freedom go hand in hand here, and there's a free feeling with this relationship. It's like there were so many problems that you guys just decided, you know, to just allow each other to be free and allow each other to be each other's friends, you know, friends first, lovers second. And you're also not alone, Virgo. This is the you are not alone card. You just need to trust your own light and be patient. Okay, a lot of messages coming up. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and being patient, and that you're trusting the universe, because you're not alone. And you are meant to feel free in your relationship. So if some of you are dealing with chains and someone's being really overly controlling and manipulative, you have to set yourself free from that. And don't be worried about being alone. You know, it's interesting that you are not alone is coming up, because you had the 2 alone cards up here, the 5 of Pentacles, which is feeling very, very, very alone. But you are not alone, Virgo. Not in spirit. You always have friends and family around you. Someone. You have to have someone in your life that's actually trustworthy, that's actually, you know, good for you. And if you don't, enjoy that solitude, because you're not alone spiritually. You are free to fly. And, you know, this is coming up with friendship. So the freedom of friendship will set you free. It'll set you and a lover free this month. Make sure you're reminding your partner that you are also their friend, and that you care about them as a friend too. It's not all about love. When you focus too much on the love department, that's when you start feeling alone. That's when you start feeling like the energies are all over the place and like everything's falling down. That's when you start feeling over emotional, like the Tower. That's when people start getting controlling and shit. When I think it's really important for us to just, you know, find friendships that matter to us. Friendships last a lot longer than relationships do, because there's less demanding qualities in there. Okay? So set yourself free with a friendship this month, and really just spread your wings and take a risk or something like that. There's a new energy coming in for you, Virgo, and there's a freedom there. Okay? So don't forget, there's a spiritual reminder on the table. Even during this Tower, even during the moments where you feel like everything's falling down and everything's just, you're alone and cold, even when people deceive you, Virgo, you have spirit. Don't forget that you have spiritual qualities about you. Now, as far as the cards I have for you, I have passion. The flames of passion ignite and warm your relationship. So for some of you, there's going to be a return to passion in your relationships this month. And you know, you're going to be attracted to someone in a very passionate way, because attraction means that there is a magnetic attraction taking place in your relationship. So not only is there a magnetic attraction, but there's also the flames of passion as well. So there's a passionate attraction going on for Virgo this month in love. And, you know, it has a lot to do with forgiveness, I'm seeing. It has a lot to do, because look at your heart. Your heart is pretty beat up and bruised. Perhaps this alone energy was towards more the beginning of February or something. And I see by the end of February, your heart is going to be healed. And, you and this person, or you and a new person, might go in a different direction. Because this says forgiveness is needed in your relationship now. And you will heal your heart if you forgive. So you may need to forgive someone, Virgo, or someone else may need to forgive you. But in order for this attraction and this passion to come in, there's a forgiveness of the heart. You have to forgive the universe and forgive all this feelings of being alone. Virgo, sometimes when things happen to you, you can replay them in your mind over and over and over again because you're trying to make logical sense out of why you were treated this way. But that's probably why Spirit is telling you, look, Virgo, this is not going to make logical sense. Don't work so hard on the logic of it. Remember Spirit. Remember that quality of you, because at the end of the day, Pisces is your opposite sign, and Spirit is a part of you. Your seventh house is spiritual. So you want to forgive in a spiritual way and set yourself free. There's also a freedom here, and that has to do with forgiveness. And I feel that you're going to be forgiving certain friendships and certain relationships. Anyone who's hurt you or deceived you, Virgo, forgive them, not for them. Forgive them for you. Accept their apology for you so that you can move on towards a passionate and attractive future, okay? So this is your February reading, Virgo. I pray that this was relatable to you guys. I sure hope so, because it was a beautiful reading. One of my favorite readings so far. So this is all I have for you now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and give me some comments. Give me feedback, because if you guys like this, I'll do this more often, because I really do enjoy doing these messages. I've never done a love reading before. So we'll see how you guys like it, and let me know. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.